Hey, Ronnie here. It's the zombie apocalypse, so we're going to quickly shoot this vehicle and get the hell out of here. Subscribers, welcome back. First time viewers, g'day, I'm Ronnie from fourwheelinginwesternaustralia.com, the information website for camping and four-wheel driving. Righto, let's get into this nice looking Defender. Righto folks, so I'll introduce to the owner of this vehicle. Mark, how you going?
Yeah, not so bad, Ronnie, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for coming and thanks for bringing this awesome looking Defender. Do you want to tell our audience what make and model it is?
Yeah, so it's a 2004 Land Rover Defender 90, which is a short wheelbase. It's got a TD5 diesel engine, which is a 5-cylinder turbo diesel engine. It's manual transmission with a permanent four-wheel drive and a centre diff lock.
We'll go through the aspects of the vehicle. We'll start from the front to the back like we always do, and we'll start with the bull bar. Bar work. Mark, what have we got in the front of you? This looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is a custom bar that I had made up. So this is from Rigididge. Rigididge over East, yeah, he does a lot of Land Rover accessories. Basically we started off with a tubular bar and then we added the side hoops for a bit more protection. Then he added all the extra, the lighting points, and then I put a good winch, which is a UK make of winch from UK.
Are they pretty good?
They're pretty good, yeah. They call them the goldfish winches because they run them underwater.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they're pretty.
So they're IPF?
Yeah, 68.
68,
yeah.
Oh,
and they're yeah, it's running Dyneema rope as well.
Yeah.
How
many
just to keep
pounds?
the weight down. It's a 9.5.
Yep, 9,500 pound.
Yeah.
Looks like a big winch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's just because you got the cover up. So you got Dyneema rope.
Dyneema rope, yeah. I made the cover up just to stop the sun killing a rope.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's cool. So you put your D shackle or both shackles straight
through. Yeah, this is a Factor 55 lay flat shackle adapter, so there's no hook on it. That was from SBR in Wangara.
Yeah.
So they sell those. They're straight out of the USA.
Cool. So this bash plate here is with the bull bar, I take it, because it's marries up with it.
This is the part of the bull bar, but it also allows airflow through to the gearbox cooler underneath.
Oh, right there. Okay,
yeah, and then the steering guard is a custom one from UK as well, with the recovery points on.
Okay. So it's custom guard from the United Kingdom, and these recovery plates. So
yeah, just recovery part of the steering guard, but they bolt straight through the chassis.
Oh, so they come with the steering guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. There's a lot of mount hooks here.
Yeah, there's plenty of lighting points. It's one of the good things about the bar.
Oh wow! Is this so? You asked for this to be custom because this light bar is actually mounted under this bracket here.
So yeah, you can put another light bar on the top. You can put another aerial. You know, so there's quite a few. And I wanted to keep as much airflow going through the radiator as possible, so that's why it's fairly open.
You got loads of that.
Yeah.
And you can get to the winch easy. This is a cool bar, eh?
Yeah.
So rock sliders or side steps, side bars, whatever you want to call them?
Yeah, the rock and tree sliders, they're from Terra Firma, which is a big Land Rover accessories company.
Okay.
They make a lot of stuff.
Was this on before you brought the car here?
No, this had a lot of the steps. So when I bought the car with us from England, it was pretty standard. So it's basically evolved for the Australian conditions.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I've added a lot of extra stuff just to cope with the heat as well.
Rear bar.
Yeah.
Mark, what we got here?
Oh, so this is what's called a NAS, or a North American spec rear bar. It was fitted to all the North American V8 Land Rovers. It comes with a 50mm receiver for towing and recovery, and then the high lift jacking points as well.
And you got rear camera?
Rear camera, yeah, because obviously towing, trying to line the trailer up with the car is quite difficult, especially with the wheel in the way.
Yeah,
and if you ever want to get divorced, do that with your wife. So yeah, just guide straight on it now. The rear camera's spot on. So
roof rack, Mark?
Yeah, so this is
alloy?
Full aluminium. It's from a UK company called Patriot. So they make full expedition racks. I've got mounted the awning on one side, max tracks on the other, and the ladder on the back, and the shovel.
Okay, and that's the jerry can holder?
That is a double jerry can holder because the fuel tanks are quite small in these.
Yeah.
So we carry jerry cans on the top and on the trailer as well.
This awning 2x
2x2.6.
2x2.6, so it's pretty long then.
So it does come out further. We didn't want it overhanging in the front of the car.
Lights and comms now as well, but this vehicle in particular has got a lot of exterior stuff that you wouldn't see on most other vehicles, so I think we better cover that. So these checker plates here, you got 3 of them.
Yep.
Are these standard?
The wing ones these are standard. The bonnet one I've put on extra so I can load the roof rack and stand on the bonnet okay. And most of the side checker plate is standard as well.
Yeah. And these vents?
Yeah, they're for the heaters, so they're slightly louvered as opposed to the standard flat ones, and they just allow more airflow through the heater.
Oh, more forced induction kind
Yep.
of, yeah. And here we have your brush bars.
Yep.
For branches.
You just keep branches and tree limbs off the windscreen.
Yeah. Really don't see many of these here in Australia. I mostly see them, well, England and the States.
I think it's because of the rake of the windscreen is quite flat, so it's quite prone to impact damage.
Yeah.
So that's why they fit them. But most of the cars off-road in UK will have them on.
Yeah. And here we have a snorkel. This is Edition, obviously.
That's the Mantec snorkel.
Yeah.
Mantec again, they do the rear bar, they do a lot of Land Rover accessories.
Put this on to get better air, or just for water crossings, or both?
A bit of both, really. It's not primarily for water crossings. It's more to just get cleaner air.
Okay.
But it is waterproof as well. So, and I've raised all the electrics in the car from under the seat to get a better wading depth as well.
Oh, okay. So you raised all the electrics. Yeah.
Yeah, all the ECU normally sits under the driver's seat, but I've raised all those up about another 12 inches.
That's a good idea. Did you mention you had upgrades in the headlights?
Yeah, these are the 7-inch truck light ones, which are LED headlights. So they make a massive improvement over standard, which is, I used to have a 50-inch light bar on the roof, but I could get rid of that because these headlights are that good.
Wow. That's really, a big statement.
Yeah, really impressed. I mean, you've got the distance with these, which you didn't really get with the light bar.
Yeah, okay.
And then, so I've kept a smaller light bar on the front as a spot, and then kept the grille clear as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get maximum air through there now.
Yeah.
You got any lights on the back?
I've got 2 working lights, 2
working lights in the back.
Just 2 working lights.
Aerial here. So this is for you, Jeff, obviously.
Yeah, just a 2-way Oricom 80 channel. So,
what dB is this? 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5. Yeah.
4.5. So now looking under the Defender's power plant, or under the bonnet hood. Right. They're pretty tight, aren't they?
They are pretty tight. Yeah, it's a big engine, a 5-cylinder turbo diesel.
And I was looking for the battery, but I realised that's probably inside the cab.
Yeah, so the main engine battery fits under the passenger seat.
Passenger seat, yeah.
Under the front. Yeah.
So you got a second one?
Yeah, I've stuck with the arc pack. So the arc pack, I've taken one of the jump seats out the back and put an arc pack in place, so it gives us a bit more versatility.
Oh, so that's
for camping.
In the back then?
It's in the back, yeah.
All right, we'll look at that when we get to there, yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you done to the engine?
So the engine is at a stage 3 remap on the ECU, which you can do yourself.
So ECU remap?
ECU remap. We've upped the boost to about 20. So we could safely run about 22, but I've tried to back it off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got silicon hoses all the way through. I think it's pushing out about 400 newton meters and about 200 brake a minute. So it goes well.
I remember on the way in you mentioned something about you've upgraded the radiator or something?
Yeah, I've upgraded the radiator. It's 30% bigger from PWR. That's aided cooling a lot more.
So that's
it's just for towing,
Australian
really,
conditions and towing?
Exactly, yeah, for Australian conditions. I've also fitted a bigger intercooler to keep the exhaust gas temperatures down.
Yeah.
And I've also fitted an external oil cooler on the gearbox. And the
one we looked at underneath.
And there's a transfer box one as well.
And your intercooler's front mounted, obviously?
It's front mounted, yeah, straight behind the air conditioning condenser.
Yeah. Tyres and lift, Mark. We'll start with your tyres.
Yeah, so these are Kumo Road Venture tyres. They're pretty quiet, all-terrains.
Kumo Road Venture.
Yeah, Road Venture, yeah. So I didn't want to go full muddies because the Defender's not the best for soundproofing, so very noisy. And I think these are a good compromise, and they're really good on the sound as well.
Yeah, I've never seen these before. Oh, they're very soft, aren't they?
Yeah.
Soft compound.
Yeah, I've had friends run them, and they get some decent mileage out of them as well.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, because the car's so light, you can air down, and they actually do bag out. Some of the tyres I've had in the past haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with muddies you definitely got to go a lot lower.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What size are they?
So these are 285s.
285, 75 R16s.
Yeah. So 16-inch standard wheels.
So 33-inch.
Yeah.
Tyres. And the rims are your stock
boost alloys, yeah.
Alloys.
which I'll be upgrading to steels.
To steels, yeah?
Yeah.
Any reason?
I just think they're more robust.
Yeah.
And with
Fixable.
steels as well, you can repair them if you need to.
Yeah.
The suspension is a 2-inch Bilstein.
Bilstein?
Bilstein shocks all round and Bilstein steering damper. It's got QT arms on the front for caster correction because you lost a lot of the self-centering even on a 2-inch lift. The steering felt vague.
Yeah, right.
So I did the caster correction on the front.
Is that just for the short wheelbase that happens?
I think it varies from Land Rover to Land Rover really, but I didn't like the way the steering felt, so I did a caster correction on the front with the QT arms, and I did heavy duty beer mark arms on the back as well.
Okay. So you got 2.5 front, 2.5 rear.
Yeah. Gonna stay?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never seen the back of one of these.
Yeah. So this originally came with 6 seats in it. So you had one in the middle, that box wasn't there, and then you had the 4 jump seats.
That's cool.
So yeah, not bad for a car that's shorter than a Mazda 2.
So you actually got a fair bit of room in here.
Yeah. But the long wheel, ideally, because I carry the kids, I can't have any drawers or fridges or anything in the back. So
yeah.
I've got 2 kids that go in there, but I've got like a little fridge that goes in there when we go away. But you're quite restricted on space with the.
The kids love sitting sideways.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've gone miles in it, like all the way to Denham and that. No problems at all. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Like a long train ride.
Yeah, they're all right as long as they've got something to watch.
So there's your second battery.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger out packs.
Out packs.
So
what do you do for food and drinks? Because if you don't have a fridge.
So we normally carry one of the smaller fridges at the front of the, we've got a cooler that goes in the front, and then when we turn the trailer, we've got 60 litre fridge in the trailer.
I forget about the trailer,
yeah.
Well, you pretty much got everything you need then. You've got
in the
trailer,
yeah.
And there's plenty of room. So you mount your high lift jack in there.
Yeah, the high lift jack goes where the original jack goes. So that just goes in there. It's out of sight, and it's secure as well. It's tucked away. You forget it's even there.
Yeah, and it keeps the dust out of it too, which is good.
Yeah.
Rightio, we're inside the Land Rover Defender, obviously, and Mark's gonna just point out all the buttons and stuff doing here. So there's your UHF.
Yeah, so this is a secure box. It's like the same as a gun safe basically. The locks on it. So when we can open that and close that completely up, so it's covered.
Oh yeah.
So that's secure. So that's the 2-way. We've fitted a Parrot Asteroid, which is a smart system on the front, which is just like an Android computer. So we can run all our sounds through it. We can run Google Maps. It's just like an Android tablet.
So it's like all in one unit.
Yeah. And we've also got the HEMA as backup. I've got an engine guardian that keeps an eye on the engine temperature as well. So that's a block temperature, not the coolant temperature.
The actual engine
temperature. Yeah, I used to do breakdowns in the UK, and you'd get a lot of cars that lost a coolant, and they wouldn't know. So I keep an eye on the actual block temperature as well.
Okay.
We've moved the normal gauges up into a centre pod.
I was going to ask because that's not standard, eh?
No, these are. I put the normal gauges in the centre, and I've put a rev counter, a boost gauge, and an EGT gauge. Just to keep it so it's in straight in front of you. Yeah. To keep an eye on.
Yeah, that's a good idea because these you don't need to look at all the time.
That's it. Yeah, and I'm monitoring the coolant anyway.
So you got coolant and engine block, yeah.
Yeah, and then the clock and the fuel gauge you don't worry about.
Q&A, Mark?
Yeah, good.
There's a lot going on behind us on the beach here, but we'll just try and ignore that. First question is, what are your top 3 modifications that you would recommend someone to do to a standard TD 590 Defender?
I think they're a pretty capable vehicle as standard, and I think this the first one I'd do is get decent recovery points, and that would go for any vehicle, really. But on particular for the Defender, the second one I'd look at would be transmission and gearbox cooling. You get a lot of heat through the cab as well, it cuts all out. And then the third one will probably be a dual battery setup as well.
And what would be the one thing that you always feel you have to have with you, like something you can't go four-wheeling without, to you specifically?
Okay, probably the Max Tracks.
Max Tracks?
Max Tracks, yeah.
Yeah, self-recovery device.
Self-recovery, yeah, always have a way to get yourself out.
Yeah. So what made you pick this particular vehicle?
Oh, okay, so we decided to look at a vehicle we bought this in England and brought it with us. but I wanted a vehicle to get the whole family out camping,
Yeah.
a bit more outdoors. I've got two young children, so this fitted the perfectly. And I was in the army sort of a long time as a mechanic, so I knew Land Rovers quite well. So I knew I could maintain it myself. So everything that's been done on the car, I've done myself.
What will be your next modification for the vehicle?
I think the car's pretty well set up as I like it for touring. But the only thing I'd probably put on is an engine catch can to keep the induction system clean.
Oh, the oil catch can?
Yeah, the oil catch can.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, very good. So I think final question then will be, what are your 3 top trips, and are they all in Australia?
They pretty much are, yeah. Yeah, they're all in Australia. So I think the first one I took my daughter up to Denham, and then we did Monkey Mine where she fed the dolphins.
Shark Bay? Yep.
Yeah, so she managed to get to feed the dolphins.
Cool.
That was the first one. And then we went to Albany at Christmas, and that was a good one as well, Albany.
Yep.
And down Margaret River Way as well, some of the roads around Margaret River, the back roads are sort of beautiful. We went camping down there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool country down there.
Yeah, really nice.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for having the Defender on, Mark.
And thanks for inviting me today.
No worries. Righto, folks, there's been quite a few requests for a Land Rover Defender. So here you have it, a Land Rover Defender 90. There's quite a few little bits and bobs on it, and this one here is all the way imported from England. So is this probably, for this spec, is this probably one of the only ones in Western Australia?
Yeah, so when we were coming out, we were deciding whether to sell this. We didn't really want to. And we saw what was available, and we knew this one wasn't sold with all the seats in the back and the spec that it's got on it with the air conditioning, the electric bits and bobs on it as well.
So that's what prompted you to send it here.
Exactly, yeah. And we kind of Defenders you get attached to. They become part of the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. You can subscribe right here, and take care on the tracks and trails, and we'll catch you in another video.